Good morning friends. Today I am going to take this session on the DPSPs. Guys, we have done with the fundamental rights. Okay. So in the fundamental rights topic, we have clearly explained what are the fundamental rights, what are the provisions, so whether these are absolute or the qualified, all those topics that we had discussed with examples, guys. Okay. So we have done with part 3 of the Constitution. Today I am going to take the brief discussion of the part 4 of the Constitution. The part 4 of the Constitution deals with the directive principles of the state policies. Okay, so the topic for today's discussion is the DPSP, guys. Okay, DPSP, directive principles of state policy. Okay, so in the directive principles of the state policy, these are comes under the part 4 of the Constitution. This comes under the part 4 of the Constitution, and the articles that deals with the DPSP are 36 to 51. Okay, so the articles are 36 to 51. These are the DPSP, directive principles of the state policy. So that is in the part 4 of the Constitution. Okay, so we have done with the part 1, part 2 and the part 3, guys. Okay, we have entered into the part 4, directive principles of state policy. So what do you mean by directive principles of state policy? Guys, in the previous class we have seen the fundamental rights. So what are fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are the rights given to the citizens against the states and are enforced by the courts. Okay, means that's why I said that the fundamental rights are guaranteed rights. Okay, these are the guaranteed rights and these are justiciable. Okay, these are justiciable because they are guaranteed. These are given under the Constitution of India, guys. Okay, they are given under the Constitution of India and they are justiciable because we are having the courts. That's why if any of the fundamental rights are being violated, so that is the enforcement of these individuals can move to the courts. Okay, through 32 they can move direct to the Supreme Court, that is 226 through the high courts they can move, guys. Okay, that's why they are called as justiciable rights. They are called as justiciable rights. But if you see, guys, the DPSP are the directive principles of the state policy. These are not the justiciable rights. These are not the justiciable, guys. These are non-justiciable. Non-justiciable, because if any of these articles, that is to 36 to 51, have been violated, then you can't move to the Supreme Court to have those articles, to have those provisions, guys. Okay, but they are used for our good purpose only, guys. Okay, but if any of these have been violated, simply you can't go to the Supreme Court through Article 32. Why? Because these are non-justiciable in nature. These are non-justiciable in nature. Very, very important, guys. Okay, these are non-justiciable in nature, guys. Okay, so these we call as the instruments of instruction, guys. Okay, these we call as the instruments of instruction. Okay, so for the instruction purposes, these are called as the instruments. These provisions are the instruments of instruction. Okay, and it is non-justiciable rights. Okay, guys, as if you see, so non-justiciable means we can't directly move to the court through these provisions, guys. So guys, I want my state as a welfare state. I want my state as a welfare state. That is, this will give the welfare state. Welfare state and not the police state. Okay, so the state should be welfare means. The welfare means development. So for the development of the everyone. Okay, so for the development of the everyone, we are having the welfare state, and it is not the police state, guys. So the police will follow before you and make it to right. No, it is the welfare. So it is to be welfare to the each and everyone present in the state, guys. Okay, that is welfare state. So that's why this right is called as socio-economic rights. These rights are called socio-economic rights. Okay, these rights are called socio-economic rights. And if you say this, these rights, okay guys, these rights are the one which are, it means it is the duty of the state to follow these principles while framing laws. Okay, we said that it is duty of state, okay, to follow these principles while framing laws. Okay guys, then so this is the duty of the state to follow these principles while framing laws. Okay guys, so these are the importance of the DPSP guys, directive principles of state policy. They are the non-justiciable, these are called instruments of instruction, these are for the welfare state guys. These are for the welfare state, not the police state. And the socio-economic rights, so these rights we call it as the socio-economic rights, and it is the duty of the state to follow these principles while framing the laws. Okay, while framing the laws. These are called as the directive principles of the state policy. Okay, okay guys, then these are the important features. We can say these are the features guys. These are the features of the DPSP guys. Okay, so these, as now I will take the this definition guys. Okay, directive principles of state policy. I said this, these are the directive principles, means these are going to give the directions. Okay, these principles are going to give the directions to the state policy. So what you mean by state policy guys? State policy means it is simply nothing but the laws or the any government executive or any executive order. Any executive order or the laws. Means while framing the any government order or the laws, we need to consider these directive principles. We need to consider these directive principles during its framing. So these are called as the directions, or these are the fundamental. These are the fundamental to governance. Okay guys, these are the directions or the fundamental to the governance. So guys, for the governance part, these are very, very important. Okay, it's called as fundamental, or it called as the directions for the governance guys. Okay, so having discussed all these things, from where we have obtained this directive principles of state policy guys. Our constitution is the bulky one guys. Our constitution is the bulky one. We have ransacked the many provisions from many constitutions guys. Okay, so the part of DPSP, the source of inspiration, of DPSP is the Irish. Okay guys, Irish is the source of inspiration of the DPSP guys. Okay, Irish. We have taken these provisions from the Irish. Okay guys, these are the few provisions of the DPSP guys. That is some solid features of the DPSP. Now I enter into the some more features in detail guys. Okay guys, I think you have clearly understood what are these provisions. Okay, so very, very important provisions guys. Okay, so I move to the some next important features guys. If you see the next important features guys, the directive principles mainly they have classified into three models of the principles. Okay, three models. So three models of the principles we are having. That is, the first one is the socialist principles guys. So the what we call socialist principles. Socialist principles. Okay, so the socialist principle means the principles, that is the articles which we are having deals with the socialist in nature. Okay, and after that we are having the socialist Gandhian principles. Gandhian principles. Okay, after the Gandhian principles we are having the liberal intellectuals. Liberal intellectuals. So in this manner they have been classified the principle, that is the socialist principle, Gandhian principle, and the liberal intellectuals. Okay, so guys, if we take socialist principles, means the socialist country guys. Means what does socialist means? So socialist means the state government will take care of the entire country guys. Okay, means that is the socialism guys. Like we have the Russian. Okay, so the Russian is the socialist country guys. Okay, so socialist means everyone should be given equal priorities. So no inequalities in the country. Okay, okay guys. So those projects were called as socialist principles. Gandhian means that is local level bodies guys. Like we are urban the local level, the local self government, the panchayats, all this is called as the Gandhian principles. So, okay guys, so we are having the Gandhian principles. So Gandhian principles deals mainly with that is the local self-government. Local self-government and the Panchayat Raj. Okay, the Gandhian principles, local self-government and the Panchayat Raj. So later we are having the liberal intellectuals guys. Okay, these provisions that we deals with that is the intellectual principles guys. Like with respect to education, international relations, all those things will deal with the heritage. They deals in this liberal intellectuals guys. Okay, so I am going to take these provisions in detail with each and every one guys. That is the first of all I take the socialist principles. Socialist principles means the principles of the state in nature guys. Okay, so they will be having the state government take part in the principles. Okay, so every provisions are going to provide by the state. So if you take the socialist principles, we are having the provisions of Article 38, okay, and Article 39, 39A, 41, 43, okay, so and 43, 43A guys, and 42 also, okay, so and we are having the 47. These all the socialist principles guys, okay, these are the socialist principles. So what this Article 38 said? Article 38 says that is social order guys. Social order means it deals with the Article 38 social order. So what do you mean by social order? It is called as social justice. Okay guys, the term justice we have in the preamble also. We have in the preamble also. In the preamble it mentioned that we have justice socio-economic and cultural. So the justice should be socio-economic and cultural. Okay, these provisions we are having in the Article 38. So everyone should get its justice. Okay, so this is related to socialist principles guys. Okay guys, in detail we are going to discuss all these provisions in our next sessions. This is simply the introductory part of the DPSP, so I am going to take it as first. Okay, Article 39 guys. Okay, Article 39 deals about the livelihood, or we can say that it is the equal pay for the equal work, equal pay for equal work for women and the men. Okay, so those projects we are going to deal with the 39. If 39A, this have been added just through 42nd constitutional amendment, it is called it as that is free legal aid. Okay, free legal aid. So whenever if a person is not capable of having its own lawyer, then the government will provide the free lawyer. That is free legal aid. Okay, and this will deals with the right to work. Okay, so with respect to workers, that is the maternity benefit relief, like 43. Okay, the living conditions of the people, all those things will deal with 41, 43, 43, and the 42. And the 47 is the state who give the nutrients and the required food to the people guys. Okay, that is it deals with the public health guys. Okay guys, these are the socialist principles that we are going to deal guys. Okay, so these means socialist means these all should be given by the state, to the people. Okay, those are the socialist principles that we are going to discuss in detail guys. Okay, so next of all of the socialist principle we have Gandhian principles guys. Okay, so we have Gandhian principles. Guys, what Gandhian principle says? Gandhian's principle simply that is local level, that is the ground level, that is the bottom level. So involving the people at the bottom level, guys. Okay, we have Gandhian principle. Okay, Gandhian principles deals with the, that is the local level government. So the articles that deals with the Gandhian principles we have 40, 46, 47, 48. Okay, so what the 40 deals with? 40 deals with Panchayat Raj and the local self-government. Local self-government deals with the Article 40, guys. Article 46 says that reservation for SC/ST, guys. Reservation for ST/SC. Okay, reservation for SC and ST and the backward such that these people can also join in the mainstream of the people, guys. These people can also join in the mainstream such that we can avoid the inequalities in the country. So 46 deals with that. Okay, and we have the 47, guys. Okay, so the 47 deals with the heritage. Okay, so the 47 articles deal with the heritage, guys. Okay, so in this manner we have the Gandhian principles, guys. Okay, the Gandhian principles deals mainly with the local level government. Okay, that is the panchayats and the local self government, that is the reservation for SC/ST and the backward classes, and the 47 deals with the heritage, guys. Okay, so these all the about the Gandhian principles, guys. Okay, that is local level, at the root level, guys. Okay, now I will take the, that is liberal intellectual levels. Okay, liberal intellectuals. Okay, so the liberal intellectuals, if you see the articles, that is 44, 45, 49, 50, 51, guys. Okay, these are the articles that deals with the liberal intellectuals. So if you see, guys, the 44 deals with uniform civil code, guys. Very important article, uniform civil code. Okay, what do you mean by uniform civil code? Uniform civil code means in country everything should become the uniform, guys. No reservations, no nothings, not all this. That is uniform. Everyone, that is every entity as an equal entity. Every entity in every aspect, that is uniform civil code. Okay, so uniform civil code, every entity should become as a single entity. Okay, that is no distinction from the religions, all those things, and also the no reservation criteria, not like this. So after getting some extent, so yeah, after getting the everyone into a single line, that is the everyone, so who are present at this level, at this level, at this level, if after coming this at this level, at this level, at this level, and at this level, we need to follow the uniform civil code in our country, guys. Okay, that is the importance of this article, that is uniform civil code. The 45 deals with the education part, right to education. Okay, so 45 deals with the right to education part. Okay, and if you see article 51, it deals with the IR, guys. Okay, international relations. Okay, international relations, guys. Okay, guys, these are the intellectual rights which we need as our administration, guys. These are required for our administration, guys. And guys, even if we are having these provisions, we are having some loopholes in our provisions, guys. Okay, for our future needs. So if you educate the children right now, they are going to become as a resources in the future, guys. Okay, so for our future purpose, for our sustainability, we need this provision, this intellectual rebellions, this intellectual liberal intellectuals, guys. Okay, so these are deals with the 44, 45, and the 49, and the 50 and the 51, guys. These are the provisions which are going to deal with liberal intellectuals. Okay, guys. So I will take my discussion of the. So guys, few articles through the amendment have been added in the DPSP. So now I will take what are those articles that have been added through DPSP, guys. Okay. So what are the articles that have been added through the DPSP? Okay, so the articles that have been added to DPSC, if I take the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act, so through the 42nd Constitution Amendment, we have added 39A, 39F, 43A and 48A guys. Okay, so in detail we are going to see these articles in our discussions guys. If we take 39F, 39F deals with the economic conditions of the children guys. Okay, so for the economic benefits, we can't send the children to the factories for their employment. Okay, that is this with 49F. We have made changes and 44th Constitution. So through the 48 we have added the 38(2) guys. 38(2). This will remove the inequalities and they will reduce the income and remove the inequalities. Okay, this that is inequalities and reduce income. Inequalities are reduce income and bring the everyone into the common platform guys. Okay, that provisions we added in the article 38(2) guys. Okay, and after that we have that is 86th Constitution Amendment Act, 42 in the year 1976, in the year 1978, 86 in the year 2002 guys. These have been made changes in the 3 places guys. Changes place in the 3 places, that is in the 45, that is previous we used to have right to education in the 45 guys. This is our first time where the DPSP have been changed to the, that is fundamental right 21A guys. Okay, we have the provisions related to education in the 45A, but we have made it as a fundamental right. Why we are unable to keep all this DPSP in fundamental rights? Because we are not having the required amount of sources to implement this DPSP. Okay, if we are having the required amount of sources, because the implementation of DPSP and the fundamentals are very different guys. Why? Because as I said that the fundamentals are justiciable and the guaranteed. But if you want to make this, we have resources, but unable to have resources, we are kept this under the DPSP. But slowly we are making the one provision into our fundamentals. This through 2000 in the 86th Constitution Amendment, the Article 45 right to education have made it as a fundamental right in the Article 21A guys. Okay, so not only here, these provisions we have changed in the fundamental duties also, that we are going to see in the next topic guys. Okay, this is the importance guys. This is the importance of the fundamental rights. Okay, and after this we have that is 97th Constitution Amendment Act. Okay, the 97th Constitution Amendment Act 2011 have included the cooperative societies. Cooperative societies through Article 43B guys. Okay, so this we have amended in the articles also, in the fundamental rights also, that is in the 19(1)(c), we have added the right to form associations. This generally deals with the right to form associations. Along with that, right to form associations or the unions. We have added the cooperative societies. We have added in these provisions guys. Okay, guys, slowly we are making these fundamental duties, DPSP into the fundamental rights guys. Okay, these are the provisions that have been added through this Constitutional Amendment Act case. Okay, so guys, after this I will take my discussion. One issue has happened guys. Okay, there is a case in the 1951 guys. There is a case in the 1951, that is Champakaram Dorairajam. Champakam Dorairajam. Okay, 1951. This is the case guys. This is a lady guys. So this is a lady who want to seek admission, that is MBBS admission in the Madras. MBBS admission in the Madras. Okay, but what happened, she is unable to get the seat because of the reservation to the local people guys. Then he has made some case. They have filed the case and the proceedings happens and all those. So finally it has been went to Supreme Court. So in the Supreme Court, he has asked two guys. That is what provisions related to Article 15 and Article 46. Article 46. So in the Article 46 and the Article 15, Article 46 says that it is the reservation guys. It is the reservation for SC, ST. But Article 15 says no discrimination. No discrimination. No discrimination on religion, race, caste or sex or place of birth. Okay, we have no discrimination on religion, race, caste, sex or birth in Article 15, but in Article 46 we are having the SC/ST reservation. So then Supreme Court has said that. This is the issue with the Champakaran and Durai Ranjan case in the 1951. Then the Supreme Court said that whenever, guys, this is the what? This is the fundamental right. Okay, this is the DPSP. Okay, then Supreme Court has said that whenever we are having the clash between the fundamental and the DPSP, whenever we are having the clash between the fundamental right and the DPSP, the Supreme Court said that the one that is justiciable and the guaranteed will prevail over the other guys. Okay, the fundamental rights is going to prevail over the DPSP, but in the same manner, that is in the 1951 only, we have added one new provision, guys, that is Article 15(4) to give reservation to the SC/ST categories. Okay, means these provisions again we have included in the fundamental right. We have made, this is first constitutional amendment act, guys. This first constitutional amendment act we have made and added 15(4) and kept this. We should bring the backward classes into the mainstream, and this 15(4) have been added, guys. Okay, this is the against the Champakaram and the Durai Ranjan case, guys. Okay, now we will see what are the provisions that are present in the constitution, that is those are the directives but are out of the state. Means out of the DPSP. So if you take, that is Article 335, if you see, we want to have the reservations for the SC/ST guys. Okay, so for the depending upon the efficiency of the administration, we should claims, that is claims of reservation of SC, ST which deals with the Article 335 guys. Okay, why? Because guys, we is the backward country, guys. Okay, so ours is the growing country right now, but we have many backward people. SC/ST are the backward. We want to make these people to the mainstream, guys. Okay, for that we should have the articles, guys. Okay, so the 334 deals with that one, and if we have 350A, that is primary teaching. So in the education institutions, the teaching should be in the primary language, that is in the mother tongue. Okay, the administration, so the mode of teaching should be in a mother tongue. Okay, this is the provision that we are having in the 350 Article 11, and we have the 351. It is the duty of the state to promote Hindi. It is the duty of the state to promote Hindi, guys. Okay, so these provisions we are having the out of DPSP, which are direction in the nature, guys. Okay, guys. Finally, if you want to make any law, we should take the provisions of the DPSP, guys. If you want to change any DPSP, first of all we need to change the law. Okay, that is the DPSP and the law are go parallel to parallel, guys. Okay, as I said, in the 86th constitutional amendment, we have made that law and we have made changes in the DPSP. Okay, so if you want to change any DPSP, we want to go for the law. Okay, that changes may be with existing one, that is you can go for the new laws or you can go for the present amendments. You can go for the amendments or you can bring the new laws, but it should be consistent. Okay, but these are the DPSPs are very binding principles, guys, in making the laws, guys. Okay, with this I am closing my session, guys. After this session, I am going to take these 36 to 51 articles in detail for our discussion, guys. Okay, in detail for our discussion, guys. Okay, thank you one and all.